Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon if you're in the Philippines, but if you're abroad, good evening, good morning. I thank you so much for choosing to watch my live forecast for this month. This is my second live forecast for the month of September to October. And my name is Sofia Relosa. If this is the first time for you to visit my channel, my page, please don't forget to follow or subscribe. And of course, I'll be showing you some slides rather to give us a guide to talk about the day masters, how to get there, and or how to get your day master and the forecast for our feng shui for the month. Okay, hold on. Give me a few seconds. Okay. Can you hear me though? I hope you can hear me. I hope there's no problem. Okay. Okay. Now this is our slides for the month of September to October. So the days that would cover is from 7 to October 7, 2020. So September 7 to October 7, 2020. Now we are going to discuss about the BaZi chart using your day master. So if this is your first time or you're not aware of what your day master is, please screen or yes, find the QR code that would lead you to the link where you can actually find or calculate your BASI chart. And this circled image is where your day master is. Okay, so that's going to be a reference for the forecast for the day. Okay, so I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. I hope everybody can hear me. Okay, okay, good. I'm assuming because there's no comment. Okay, all right. And if you can see the slide, or if you can, please place a comment. Okay. And again, going back to our forecast, we are going to start with the Jawood, which has the Rob Wealth and Direct Officer. So you may find yourself a little bit more competitive for this month, or you may experience a lot of competition uh, in terms of the changes of your workplace, or you may gain some authority or may experience some authority in this month, and because of that would make you a little bit more competitive. Yes, there's the direct officer can represent as a change of environment or status, power, and so on. Okay, so Rob Wealth can be something. It could actually bring you to feel more competitive, or you may experience competition. Okay, all right. For the Yi Wood, we have friend and seven killings. For the Yi Wood, you may find yourself a little bit more of like a social butterfly, where you get to interact more, or yeah, social network, building your social network. And of course, as you go out and as you go mingle with other people, you may experience some problems or issues that you have to face in terms of your social network. But of course, embrace them as you build your network. There is problems is inevitable, and it's part of life, and our goal is to overcome them, because at the end of the struggles or the obstacles, there is something that would give you a positive experience or learning from the struggle or the challenges. Okay, so I hope I didn't miss anything. Yes, and you may experience as you go through power, or yeah, as power and authority is given to you, you may increase your circle of friends or network for the Yi Wood. Okay, for Bing Fire, before we proceed, I might see some comment. None. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming everybody can see the slides and you can all hear me. Okay, so now we're going to go to the Bing Fire. I'm happy to say that Bing Fire will get a lot of help from from helpful people or noble man for this month, and that would actually help increase or will give you more wealth opportunities for the month of September and October. Just to reiterate, you will experience help from noble people that would give you opportunities for wealth. Okay, so of course, if you do, don't forget to be grateful, to say thank you, and of course, even just for the time. for being with you or for offering. Be very grateful and don't forget them as you achieve the success later on in your life. Okay, next. For the Ding Fire, if you have any questions, please do comment. None. Okay, no one's asking question. Good. Good in a sense because you understand everything, but if you do want to ask questions, don't hesitate. That's the reason why I'm doing this live, so I get to ask questions, uh, anything that confuses you, or if you want to find more clarity, then use this opportunity. Okay, so next is the Ding Fire. By the way, for the Bing Fire, I forgot to mention this a while ago. For the Bing Fire, there's direct resource and direct wealth. So direct resource can represent as noble people, and direct wealth, of course, that represents your wealth opportunities that's connected to your main source of income. Okay. All right. So Ding Fire, we have indirect resource and indirect wealth. So you may gain some monetary assistance, okay, from outside the workplace or from people you didn't expect or someone that's not related to your workplace. Okay, so this wealth, it seems to be coming outside your workplace, so which is good. So if there's an opportunity that's being presented to you, you do grab them, because this will give you wealth opportunities along the way. And if however though you are, and if you're not though, uh, kindly disregard this latter part that I'm about to say. But if you are applying for a loan, I am foreseeing, or yes, it's indicated that there's a possibility for you to get approved, just provided that you actually, give the right requirements or complete requirements for the application that you are aiming for. Okay, all right. Any questions? None. Okay, good, good because you can understand. Okay, good. All right, but if you don't understand, please ask questions. Okay, next is the Wu Earth. Wu Earth, we have direct officer and hurting officer. So as you go through the motion of changes or gaining more authority at your workplace, you may experience some attention or yes, attention from people, from authority or above, your superiors rather. You may gain some attention from them, and which is a good thing because this is your opportunity to actually show off your skills. So direct officer and hurting officer. A hurting officer can actually be in a form of gathering or getting attention. To some people may find this unwanted, but whenever we get attention, you should be grateful for it because this gives you the opportunity to show your value to everybody, and this makes them realize where you're in that position. So if you get this attention, maximize it by showing it off your skills. Okay, and another here is that you may experience some newfound friends or new lifestyle or new authority or new boss or new superior. Okay, all right. For G Earth, we have seven killings and eating God. Now, seven killings is a good, and eating God combination is a good combination. This actually means that there are challenges that you have to go through, but every challenges that you are going to go through is something that you can definitely overcome. Okay, so the stress may come from, or the problems may come from the things that you may have done or about to create. If you're trying to start a new business, a new product, this can, the stress rather can stem from that. But again, all of these challenges can be overcome. So if you see and experience these challenges, bring it on because definitely you have the resources, the mindset, uh, the mindset to actually overcome these challenges. Okay, so embrace them all. And again, the problems and the challenge that we encounter is something that would help us to become better. Always remember that. So you shouldn't run away from challenges. You should embrace it. And the more you embrace, you get to learn from the experience, and it makes you stronger in the process. All right. Next, for the Geng Metal, we have direct wealth and rob wealth. So you may find yourself more busy this month, but there are some unwanted or unforeseen expenses that you may experience for this month. So make sure that my advice is to, if probably what you can do is to save more. Okay, so you can anticipate this unforeseen expenses for this month to make sure that you focus on saving, and so that you are ready to actually provide the monetary to cover the expenses rather. Okay, all right. Wait, I hope I have. You have questions? I hope you can still hear me. Yes, you can still hear me. Yes, I can see that you can still hear me. Okay. All right. Next. For the Geng Metal Geng Metal, I don't know if I mentioned this a while ago. There is direct wealth and rob wealth. So the rob wealth is it's in the hidden stem. So this can be something that you didn't expect. So just to anticipate, focus more on your savings so that you'll be able to provide the monetary that's needed to pay off these bills probably, and so on. All right. Next is for the sin metal. It's we have here indirect wealth and friend. So there are opportunities that's going to come your way, and these opportunities would come from your social network or from your family and friends. Okay, so make sure that you, if they offer something, amongst your friends and your circle, you do not say no. You always say yes, because this will bring in more opportunities in the long run. Okay, so your job for this month is to go out and mingle, call your friends. If you can't, if you're currently in quarantine, make sure that you call everybody, okay, to remind them that you are there and you're willing to accept new opportunities that they can offer. All right. Next, rainwater. Now we have for rainwater is hurting officer and direct resource. Hurting officer, once again, is all about attention. Okay. And the good thing about this is you can get attention from people that are helpful people. Okay. So you may get people that are willing to help you will notice you more in another another way of saying it. So helpful people, you may get attention from helpful people. So again, whenever we have the opportunity to show off our skills, it's best to maximize it by showing off your skills, or providing more value to everybody, so they would be more than willing to offer help whenever you need a hand. Okay, so there, remind them why you're valuable, remind them why you're there, and why you're chosen to be in that position. Okay, all right. For the gui water, I'm sorry, it's quite raining here, so if you hear the raindrops, sorry about that. Okay, so the Gui water, we have eating God and indirect resource. So you may find this month to be a little bit more creative, and my suggestion is to harness that and utilize that juice, the creative juice, and maximize it, and use this opportunity to create something new for the month. At the end of the day, everything that we put out in the world is what makes us more valuable. So if you're experiencing more creative, or if you've been wanting to start a blog, create a new business, this is a good time to do that. All right? Questions before we go to the feng shui? None. Good, because that means that you actually understand what I'm saying. All right. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask questions. That's the reason why I did this live, so I can actually ask questions anytime. Okay. All right. So for the feng shui, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a forecast based on where your main door is located. Okay. So for the month of September, this is the flying stars for the month of September to October. October 7, 2020. Now, you may not understand the combination, so here are my explanations. So for the north, it's best for the elderly male to stay away from this sector, because there may be some issues, or they may experience some health issues in terms of the lungs. Then for couples staying here, you may find yourself a little bit more argumentative with each other. So the best way to counter this is to be grateful of your relationship, and remember that this annoyance that you actually feel is something that, or yeah, the annoyance that you feel inside, or the argument that you have with your partner or your spouse, it's just something that's petty. Don't let this ruin a very positive relationship between you and your partner. Okay, so for the East sector, which is not really a good sector for the year of 2020, in addition to for this month, I don't know if you noticed a while ago, the Flying Star 5 is landed in the sector. So basically, it's best for the women to avoid staying in this sector. This may the women may experience some respiratory and digestive health issues for the month. So it's best to transfer to a different room. But you know what? If you I've been always advising this from the beginning of 2020 to avoid East altogether. But if you couldn't, please place a metal in that sector. But timing is everything when it comes to feng shui. So make sure that you place the metal in the sector. Otherwise, if it's not the right time, it will not be accepted as a cure. So timing is everything when it comes to feng shui. Always remember that. So if you want to learn the best time to actually do some activation or curing, please visit my Facebook group, which is Sofia, Relosa, BaZi, Feng Shui, and Ki Mendunya. I know it's a mouthful, but I do hope that you join because I do give some free information. Yeah, in the group. Okay, so there. Okay, so for anyone staying in the East sector, you may experience, or you are also prone to accidents. So again, if you have the time to move to a different new room, please do. And I really hope that you actually place, or you're not staying in the room, or you place the metal objects in the at the right time. Okay. All right. So for the Northeast, this is a good month. If your main door is in the Northeast, you may experience more positive or pleasant relationship within your family members or your in-laws, which is good. So you maximize this, spend time or call them every now and then so that to maximize the positive vibration that you have with your family and friends. And for the Northeast, you may also find yourself a little, more active or it's easier for you to process new information, especially in school. So make sure that if you're a student, you stay in the Northeast for this month just to help you understand the information that's passed on through your online school. So if you're having difficulty, Northeast is a good sector to stay if you're a student. All right. Next for the West. If your main door is in the West sector, you may experience some lawsuit, especially if you have a not so good uh, external environment in the West sector. Okay, or the forums in your West sector is not so good. You may be prone to some lawsuit. However, if you're not a person who has any issues when it comes to documentation, or if you're not really, if this is not really a problem, this kind of disregard this information, and I don't want to add stress. It's just that if you are, if you're kind of handling a lot of documents, this can be an issue that you can encounter for the rest of the month. But of course, if you are prepared and you know how to manage all your documents, this can be avoided. Okay? All right. So there, be open to seek help from people that understand your issues so it's easier for you to move past this problem. All right. For the Southwest, so you may find yourself a little bit more creative. So you do maximize that, especially if you're a blogger or writer or creative or a marketing consultant. This is actually a good sector to use and activate for the month of September. So you put your desk in the sector to help you be more creative, as this creative ideas will help increase your reputation. So again, in when it comes to any business or even career or work, reputation is the most important part of our growth. So if you want to increase that reputation, that good reputation, you can use the Southwest sector for the month of September. Okay. for the South, it's not really a good month to make any risky investment. Because sorry, I yeah, the five, I forgot. Okay, so the east a while ago, I stand corrected. So the south and two, five and two are combined in the south sector for this month. So if you're currently staying in the south sector of your home, do not invest because you can expect that there is no return that's going to come after the investment. So lie low for this month because five and two is in the same sector of the month, not the east. Okay, sorry, stand corrected. So there. Okay. Hold on. If you have any question, I can see the chat box. That's why I have to stop. Okay, so there. Okay, for the southeast, so there are some issues when it comes to authority. So if you have children and of course your children are quite young and still living with you may experience some arguments between the parents and the children because of issues with authority. But of course, how do you actually mitigate and control is to be patient in expressing your thoughts and allow your children to express their feelings and opinion in a cordial manner. Okay. So there, if you're currently staying in the southeast, or your son or your daughter is staying in the southeast, and upon entering this month, you've been arguing a lot, best to move your children out of this room for the time being. All right. And of course, for the Northwest, there are property deals that will be offered to you if you're currently looking for real estate opportunities, even intellectual properties. So if you're currently looking for that, do expect some offers that can be given to you this month. And there. And if for the women, if you're staying in the sector, best to transfer. You may experience some illness issues for the month of September if you're sleeping or working in the Northwest. So it's best to transfer, especially if you're a woman, transfer to a different sector for the month. Okay, so questions before we go to the stage mode. None. Okay. All right. For the stage mode, if you haven't seen my video, actually how to do the stage mode, here's the QR scan or code. Okay. And just visit this code and it's going to lead you to my video on how to actually do your stage mode if this is your first time to do this. And if you're actually looking for the month looking for new opportunities for the month of September, the good back facing that you can actually do is the east sector. Okay, why? Because but of course, if you're going to if you're looking for new opportunities, okay, for September, make sure that you're willing to collaborate and work with other people, because the deity that's located in the east sector for the month of September is harmony. Okay, so if you're looking for new opportunities, make sure that you're ready to work with others, to collaborate, and yes, to work with teams, basically. All right, so there. You have any questions? That's it for our forecast. But before I go, I hope if you have any questions, you can raise them now. None? Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want to learn more for free, you can visit my Facebook group, and or you can actually visit my YouTube channel. And if you want to learn how to do your BaZi chart, please visit my website, which is www.sofia, sofiarelosa.com. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.